Before we dive in, let us introduce ourselves. My name is Ahmad Haras and I am joined by Amir Haziq, Zarif Iskandar and Nasrul Haq. Together, we have worked diligently together and analyzed meaningful data to provide valuable insight into the academic performance KPM-IAM graduates. This is explanation about our objective for our presentation. For the first one is analyze the distribution of CGPA across different genders and diploma programs. We aim to examine how CGPA varies between male and female students and across various diploma programs. This analysis helps identify whether certain groups outperform others and if there are trends or gaps that require attention. For example, understanding this distribution can help KPM-IAM tailor support programs or initiative or address specific needs. For the second one is examine the preferred studies method among students and their consideration with CGPA. This objective focuses on identifying the study techniques most commonly used by students such as group discussion, individual study, and digital learning tools. And the last one is analyzing how this method influences academic performance. By uncovering the consideration between study methods and CGPA, we can provide recommendations on effective strategies for students to adopt. For the third one is evaluate the role of support system, such as family or peers, in influencing academic performance. Support system play a crucial role in shaping student success. We investigate how factors such as family encouragement, peer collaboration, or mentorship impact academic performance. The findings could give KPM-IAM in promoting support system and enhance student achievement. For the last one is identifying patterns in student performance using statistical measures. This involves using statistical tools to uncover trends and patterns in academic performance. By identifying the trends, we can better understand the factors that contribute to success or struggle, which can guide inversions and improvement in the learning environment at KPM-IAM. How we collect the data? We collect the data by random sampling method using spin the wheel application. For the first process is we define the population. We identify the group of students we want to study, for example, all diploma students at KPM-IAM, to ensure the population is clear and specific. For the second process, we prepare the sampling frame. We create a complete list of students, name or ID from the population. This list will serve as our sampling frame. For the third process is we set up the spin the wheel application. Firstly, we input all the names or ID from the sampling frame into the spin the wheel app. For the second one, we each entry represent an equal chance of being selected, maintaining randomness. For the last one is we customize the app to spin the wheel and randomly select one name at a time. For the fourth process, we conduct the sampling. We spin the wheel to select a random student, and we record the selected student name and ID. For the last one, we repeat the process until we reach our desired sample size, like 30 students. For the fifth process, we avoid duplicate selection. After each spin, we remove the selected name or an ID from the wheel to ensure student is chosen more than once. For the sixth one, we collect data. Once we have selected the sample, we reach out to the student to collect the required data. For example, distribute surveys or question maps about CGPA, study methods, and support system. For the last one, we ensure fair representation by using random sampling ensures that every student has an equal chance of being selected, making the sample unbiased and representative of the population.
Let's dive into the key findings from our analysis. The data reveals several important insights. Frequency distribution tables were created to analyze variables such as gender, diploma program, study method, support system, and CGPA. This finding allows us to understand how different factors correlate with academic performance. For instance, the data highlights how support systems like family and peers play a significant role in the student success. This provides a foundation for addressing challenges and opportunity for academic improvement. This slide showed that the number of students of male is 43 while female is 37. The number of students for DEC program is 18, DCS is 20, DIA is 26, and DCD is 80. Next, let's focus on the role of family support, which is emerged as a factor in academic success. The slide shows that the self-study is the most study method applied by KPMIM students. The study method is effective because students will study alone without any distraction. After that, the slide shows the most support system to KPMIM student is family. Students with strong family backing perform consistently well across various programs. They show that institutions should actively engage with family through initiatives like workshop or communication platform. Such effort can equip families to provide the encouragement and resources their children need to excel. This finding emphasizes that academic success is just not about individual effort, but also about the ecosystem of support around the students.
Is presented from the slide, we can see how many of the students in different programs were chosen from our sampling method. As you can see, from the DCD, there are 16 students, 18 from DEC, 20 from DCS, and 26 from DIA. We can see how many students voted for each of the preferred study method. As for the blue chart, we can see that there's a total of 33 students that chose that they prefer self-study over group study and both. And there are 24 students that voted for self-study and group study that are their preferred study method. Finally, there's 23 students voted for group study, which they think is best for their method. We presented our bar chart for the gender and support system. Based on the data given, it shows that there's 24 male that has the family as their support, while there's the 19 male that chooses their peers as their support system. As for female, there are 20 that choose their family, and there are 70 for their peers as their support system.
Let's take a closer look at the bar chart comparing diploma programs and preferred study methods. This chart highlights the relationship between the program students are enrolled in and their study preference. Students in the Diploma in Accounting program overwhelmingly prefer group discussion as their primary study method. This suggests that collaborative learning plays a significant role in mastering the curriculum in this program. For students in under program, we notice a more balanced mix of study preference, including guided learning and self-study. Group discussions appear to be the most popular method overall, likely due to the complex and practical nature of the subject, which benefit from collaboration and idea sharing. However, self-study is less common across all programs, indicating that most students prefer structured or interactive learning environments. Institutions can use this data to tailor their academic resources. For example, programs like Diploma in Accounting could benefit from more spaces or opportunities for group-based learning activities. Similarly, programs with a higher preference for guided learning may require additional support from lecturers or tutors to help students grasp key concepts. By understanding these preferences, we can create a more supportive and effective learning environment that aligns with the needs of students in each programs. Let's look at the bar chart that compares gender and preferred study methods. Among female students, the most preferred study method is group discussion, followed closely by guided learning. This suggests that female students tend to thrive in collaborative and structured learning environments. On the other hand, male students also show a strong preference for group discussion, but there is a noticeable proportion that leans toward self-study compared to their female counterparts. The popularity of group discussion across both genders highlights the importance of interaction and teamwork in the learning process. The preference for guided learning, especially among female students, may indicate a need for additional academic support or mentorship to help reinforce their understanding of course materials. The higher percentage of males opting for self-study suggests that some male students may feel more comfortable working independently or prefer flexibility in their learning style. Institutions can use this insight to ensure that both collaborative and individual learning preferences are supported. For example, more opportunities for group discussions can be provided alongside self-study resources like quiet zones and online tools to accommodate diverse learning preferences. Faculty members could also adapt their teaching methods to offer both structured guidance and independent learning opportunities that align with the students' needs based on gender preferences. By understanding the dynamics between gender and study methods, institutions can foster a more inclusive and effective academic environment that caters to all students. Now, turn our attention to the histogram showing the distribution of CGPA among students. The majority of students fall into the good and excellent categories, which reflects strong academic performance overall. This indicates that most students are meeting or exceeding academic expectations. A smaller portion of students are in the moderate range, suggesting that they may be facing some challenge in maintaining higher academic results. The poor category shows very few students, which is a positive sign for the institution's effort in supporting student success. The concentration of students in the higher CGPA range highlights a trend of academic excellence across the board. However, the presence of students in the moderate range points to an opportunity for targeted interventions to help these students improve their performance. Institutions should continue to support high achievers by providing enrichment programs or advanced learning opportunities to further their success. For students in the moderate range, academic mentoring, tutoring, or additional resources could make a significant difference in boosting their confidence and results. Regular monitoring and assessment can help identify students at risk early on and ensure timely interventions. By analyzing the CGPA patterns, we can identify both areas of strength and opportunities for improvements. This ensures that all students receive the support they need to achieve their academic potential. Let's focus on CGPA distribution. The majority of students fall into the good and excellent categories, showing overall strong academic performance. A smaller group is in the moderate range, which signals opportunities for intervention and targeted academic support. Understanding CGPA patterns allows institutions to identify areas where students may need extra help and recognize trends in academic achievement across different programs. Present an analysis of patterns in academic performance. Students with strong family support and collaborative study methods tend to perform better academically. Conversely, students relying solely on self-study or without a robust support system may experience challenges in maintaining higher CGPA. This underscores the significance of fostering a holistic environment where emotional and academic support go hand in hand.
To end our presentation, I would like to give our recommendation and conclusions through our research. Based on our observations, we suggest a need for education institutions to foster an environment that supports multiple learning styles. By, for example, providing facilities for group discussions alongside quiet zones for self-studies, institutions can cater to the varied needs of their students to perform well. Other than that, family support emerges as another significant factor. Therefore, this indicates that institutions should actively engage with family, perhaps through workshops or communication platforms. In conclusion, creating a balanced academic environment that values individual learning preference and leverage family support is essential. This step will not only improve academic performance, but also contribute to the overall well-being of students. By addressing these aspects, institutions can ensure that their students are better prepared to face academic and professional challenge. That's all from us. Thank you.